So I've decided to make the Hidden Gem series a thing again. I think it's gotten a lot of good feedback recently, especially with Glenn Rice. I think that one really did well for a lot of people. So we are taking a throwback this time with the 2K13 GOAT. Everybody know him, Eddie Jones EJ6. If you are alright, 2K13 I say is the best MyTeam of all time. He was a legend in this MyTeam. I figured out who he was in real life because of this MyTeam. Just a rundown, his key stats are 82 mid-range, 85 moving mid-range, 83 3-pointer, 85 driving dunk, 80 on-ball defense, which should be incredibly higher, and a 94 steal. He's the ultimate utility player for any MyTeam. You can start him, you can bring him off of the bench. In 2K14 I found more success because he has slowly gotten less overpowered as the years have gone by, like Gerald Green. In 2K14 I had more success bringing him off the bench. In 2K13 he was an absolute bona fide starter on my team because he was so OP. Give that man finisher, deadeye, and posterizer, and the game was over. Actually, I gave him lockdown defender, deadeye, and posterizer, and it was a done deal. Cheap as fuck, you can get him for 4,000 nowadays. People really don't understand how good he still is. As a common day comparison, if people really don't know who Eddie Jones is, you can compare him to somebody like Iggy. Like, he's a pretty good Iggy. You can put him at the 2 or 3. I like having him at the 2. That is how this nigga starts games. Are you serious right now? He is still absolutely amazing. Spin off and hold that shit real quick. I think 2K definitely underrated him a bit this year. Like, really more than they should have. His stats aren't as good as they should be, especially in defensive stats. But
and boom goes the dynamite.
At the same time, he is still very effective. He's just one of those players that you can't force it with. You have to let the game come to him. So you can run the ball with him, but let him play within the offense. You run on breaks, you throw him alley-oops, you get him in the corner jump shots. But of course, like I said, he is utility and you can use him however the hell you want. With how equalizer works nowadays, you could have probably run up against a Michael Jordan and outscore him with Eddie Jones. That's just how it works. But with that shot creator and fade ace, he can also make those jump shots if you do want to run the ball with him. Like I said, these hidden gems are for people that just don't have super teams, and for 5,000 MT, Eddie Jones is as good as it's going to get. Corner jump shots,
and boom goes the dynamite.
Corner specialist with one of those 2K forms, like that kind of Mullen form that you can just shoot and it's a perfect release. But even if it's not a perfect release, somebody can be in your face and you will make it. And don't forget to mention he throws the fuck down. But he does have one of those 2K forms. It just goes in. It's like Mullen. If you use Mullen, he does have a very 2K friendly player form. And then if you want, I think more than anything else, you should use him on an athletic team. Speaking of throwing the fuck down Eddie Jones, as a side story, yo, he was my first goal legend in 2K13 MyTeam. I was like, I didn't even know who he was until 2K13 MyTeam, and I'm like, who the fuck is Eddie Jones? And then my friend's like, he's just this really good Iggy type of player that was for the Lakers back then. And I'm actually surprised I don't have him teammate in MyTeam, Nick Van Exel, because he would be an
and boom goes the dynamite.
Extremely fun MyTeam player and a great player to pair with Eddie Jones, in my opinion. But that's a different story. But Eddie Jones, yo, he is just a complete... He's not even a shooting guard or a small forward. He is just a basketball player. He can do everything you want him to do. And this clip is a good example of his defensive capabilities. Even though he don't have high on-ball defense, he's just quick. And as you know, I play on-ball almost exclusively. And I hear with the new patch that has come out, on-ball is more rewarded than it was before. So lock the fuck up. Get that shit out of here, Lance Stevenson. And as I referred to earlier, an athletic team is what you want to use. If you have people like Sapphire DeRozan, DeAndre Jordan, Sapphire Beal, like Larry Johnson, these, if you stick him on an athletic team, he can do just about anything with them. He is somebody that you need to run with because he catch just about everything. Other than upgrading all of him badges to gold, I believe I gave him Fade Ace.
And boom goes the dynamite.
I believe I gave him Fade Ace, Lob City Finisher, and Perimeter Lockdown Defender. Because he already had Deadeye and Shot Creator and all of that. And I might have given him Microwave as well. But you need to run with him. This is the same exact reason why. Just these running teams, he fits them to the T. And that is actually Sapphire Dominique Wilkins. So if you complete that challenge, that is an excellent player to pair him with if you want to. But if you're like me and you're completely reckless with no regard for human life, you walk up and you stop and you pop.
And boom goes the dynamite.
the 2K gods will make sure that you get rewarded somehow, because that is how it works this year, alright? But as I said, definitely try to put him and surround him with athletic players, and don't take stupid shots. I was actually just trying to take a fading mid-range at that point, but I ended up just pulling up, and when you have that double red rings around your name, I think you can make just about anything in this game. But with an athletic lineup, you just move the ball and try to get to the basket. It sounds fucked up, but you just need to try and fucking dunk the ball. That is all you need to do. But run, pick and roll, try to get to the basket, move the ball around, swing like 3-4 passes,
and boom goes the dynamite.
Then somebody is open named Eddie fucking Jones with corner specialist. And this is obviously the CPU, so he's going to get double, but he's a pretty good passer out of the double, and when you get into those 2-3 zone people users online, passing out of a double is an extremely good skill that any player needs to have. That's why I say he's just a good basketball player. He can do everything in this game. He can do basically everything for the cheapest possible price possible. Is that good English? Fuck it, you don't need good English when your name is Eddie Jones, B? Fuck you mean? Anyway, after I'm done being ratchet, this is just the final clips of me just doing a little bit of everything with Eddie Jones, especially his fucking dunking. It's not a joke, with all these generic ass dunk scenes that he has in this game, that is really on the dunk in real life. Like, him didn't do anything special in the dunk, he just flew, he glided. That was a word to sum up Eddie Jones' dunks, glide. Fuck Clyde. Anyway, Eddie Jones definitely is a really good player. If you have an athletic lineup, he's an excellent player to put on your team. Even if you're going to stick him on the bench as like the 12th, 13th man, just definitely leave him on the bench, because honestly, if I didn't have legends, like really good legends at this point in my team, the hidden gems that I've been pointing out to you guys are people that would be on my team. Eddie Jones and Glenn Rice would be my 2 and 3 on my team. You could kill with Eddie Jones and Glenn Rice, or if you want to go more athletic, you get Eddie Jones and Dominique Wilkins. Like, these are just players that will really help your team for a cheap price. Like, and 2K13, yo, I always said, first of all, look at this fucking stat line. You probably didn't even expect I dropped 40 with him. 47 and 6. Is that or is that not utility? And I think he would probably have a steal or something like that. Steal and a block in his stat line. But 47 and 6. Even though it is a challenge game, it just, I think that sums up what I'm trying to tell you about this guy. He's just very good. I'm pretty sure the only reason you would deny or even think against Eddie Jones is if you didn't have 2K13. If you played 2K13 or even some of 2K14 MyTeam, like early 2K14 MyTeam, you know that Eddie Jones, he was a 2K13 GOAT. Let's just say that. He is a fucking OG GOAT. And he was one of the rarer legends in 2K13, and it was very rare, but I actually had a knack for picking up some of the rarer players in 2K13. If you guys were subbed to me all the way back then, you remember that I had like 60 of the gold legends and I pulled Iverson like 3 times, something like that. And Eddie Jones was, for one of the rarest legends in the game, was my first legend, which is really amazing, to be honest. So up till now, I still respect him, I still rate him, and I think no matter when my team starts every year, he's one of the first people that I got to pick up and add to my team. Like, he's one of the first go-tos that I'm going to go and get. Alright, I need Eddie Jones. Like, there's only a couple people like that. Like, Eddie Jones, I need Eddie Jones to start my team. Larry Johnson, I need Larry Johnson to start my team. Penny, I need Penny to start my team. Like, these are the first people I think of when I'm like, alright, this is what I'm going to start my team with. And then as it goes, people get replaced, and that's just how it goes. But Eddie Jones, definitely a hidden gem for me in every 2K year. Definitely, if you're just bored and you want to make a Lakers lineup or a Heat lineup, or if you just need an athletic player, just try him. Just try. That's all I said. Just try him. You're not going to lose anything. It was 4,000 MT. So as I always say, hopefully these hidden gems do well for you guys. Next gameplay will be up by Sunday. It is the next Road to Playoff game, debuting a brand new lineup. Well, not too brand new. Just debuting like Pink Diamond Malone, Shaq, and one more player that is to be unnamed until the video drops. Once again, thank you for the patience with the uploads. I have been slacking, I know, but like I said, real life happens and YouTube is my secondary hobby, so you understand. And yeah, next video this weekend.